PMD style.
Yes, sir. Off the
That's
bat.
Off the back.
Yeah, Sauce. First of all, folks, we live. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Get down in the comments.
Shout outs, DJ LOH. All that
all
shit.
that good stuff. Yeah.
I actually got an intro this week, but fuck it.
Go ahead and run it then, man.
We had intro months. Go ahead and run it.
Go ahead and run it, man. Get that muscle memory back, man. Please go ahead and run that motherfucker, man. We all out of sorts, man. It's like, I actually got one. Yeah, that's the song.
We heard that bitch in a minute. Charlie Kirk shot dead. Charlotte light rail stabbing. Trump demands death penalty for suspect. Missing Maryland 19-year-old confirmed dead and man charged with murder. Florida moves to end all school vaccine mandates, first in the nation to do so. Druski viral Whiteface impersonation stuns fans. I love that shit. And Tank off and Eddie P. Youngstown's on 3 PMD. Shout out to DJ LOH on the ones and twos. The legend, tinfoil Drizzy. The whole east side. Fuck it, the whole Youngstown. Yeah, and anybody else. Let's fight this goddamn evil. Let's get down to it, man.
Yeah.
Like, share, and subscribe like a motherfucker, man.
Hey, man, you forgot that old girl from Kentucky, that cheerleader. Who,
shit, I mean.
Yeah, whatever. It's whatever.
Hey, we throw it in there.
We jump on.
Now, like I said, we skip past the brother from Cincinnati or whatever. They let that damn K9 scratch up his Bentley.
That's
folks.
fucked up.
Yeah, that little foul.
Oh, we ain't jumping on that?
We can touch on it. We touch on it real quick, man. Right. But we'll just try to keep it in order as he set it up right now. We could run in,
let's get
the way we laid it out. Fresh off the press, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, please. Shooting in Utah.
Sure.
I seen old boy around. I wasn't, I didn't follow him like that, but I just watched the video with LOH, man. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That crack.
I haven't seen that video yet.
You see the video? Oh my.
Nah.
Bruh.
They blurred it, but yeah.
Not on TikTok.
See, I can't find it. I found it on Tim Black TV. He was covering the whole shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know what they're gonna start doing about these rallies now, man. They're gonna start putting the glass up because it just got real. It just got real. I don't condone any of this shit, man. I don't give a damn what side you on or whatever. My thing is free speech is free speech. Get your shit out there, man. But this, not cool with this shit.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say this, man. I definitely get that, but at the same time, yeah, free speech is free speech.
Mm-hmm.
But certain people's free speech causes other people problems. And he was one of them dudes. He was a rabble rouser. And he had an awful lot to say about people that look like us. An awful lot of shit to say. Stereotypes and everything else. I mean, it's going on the internet right now. They're going off right now because of one of the stories we're going to cover later. You hearing a lot of this shit that, black people are only 13-14% of the population and they commit half of all murders. And all of this shit has been debunked. There was white dudes jumping on there like, yeah, they get you by just giving you percentages, but pull up the fucking numbers. It's like
facts.
Pull up the facts. 45% of all white people commit violent crimes. But when he pulled up the numbers, it's like, yeah, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like not
necessarily the facts, the stats. I'm sorry.
The stats. Yeah. Thank you for the correction.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for the correction. But there's a lot of shit, that this guy was saying he was a white nationalist. And the interesting thing is we'll be expected to say, we shouldn't wish death on anybody or anything like that. Well, it's not about wishing death, but when your words and actions cause people to look like me problems, it couldn't happen to a better fucking person.
Yeah,
couldn't happen to a better person. Because you know what? Here's my thing. I was listening to a guy today, and I thought initially his channel was pretty fucking dope, until he just started fucking talking, and he was doing his best not to say, man, all y'all niggas.
Okay.
But when you listen to him, you saw that's exactly what he wanted to say. Some of these guys, like I love watching American Thor. He's got another VFT, some Valhalla's VFT or some shit like that. Love his channel. He's a Green Beret, but he was just like, yeah, you know, Charlie Kirk. This dude was a fucking white nationalist, man.
Okay.
You know,
my thing is with this. I'm trying to think ahead, like what's coming next as far as because Trump responded and all that stuff or whatever. He's like, so you're gonna keep that same energy like you're doing in Chicago? You're gonna keep that same energy in Utah? When you talk about you got to get these illegals up out of there and all these mass killings and shit like that of that nature. What is he gonna do about this? Considering that one kid got killed in DC and he, let the dogs loose out there, on behalf of that kid or that intern or whatever who got beat up or killed or something out there in DC, that little white kid.
Big
But
bro. I'm sorry. I thought.
yeah, but what I'm just wondering because they said the guy is still at large who did this, and I'm like, well, apparently he had to be Caucasian because he mixed in. Because if it was somebody who didn't look like us,
right? But see,
they would have got him, right?
This is my thing, bro. To answer your question, he ain't gonna do shit because Trump faced this on the campaign trail not once but fucking twice. Somebody tried to take him out, and he would have done something about it then. He had the power to do something about that shit then, but he didn't. You want to know why? Because these motherfuckers get to be lone gunmen. They get to have mental issues and shit like that. They get to
keep
have
going,
mental
sir.
issues.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see where you're going with this, kid. Keep going.
But again, when we get to this story we're gonna talk about today,
yeah,
I'm sick and tired of. We got
shit.
Mr. Terrific, his motherfucking self, Mr. Terrific, aka King motherfucking Sully, just paused on us for the intro. He froze at the right moment, like, yeah, I'm getting ready to jump in on this shit. But dig it, man. We don't get to get that mental illness thing. The motherfuckers was already talking about, like, yeah, I'm sick and tired of every time one of them do something, it's the mental illness. Well, the last black motherfucker that had a mental issue on a train, whose only crime was belligerence, got choked the fuck out by Daniel Penny.
Got killed.
Ain't touch a motherfucker nothing. He was just belligerent. He was about to. He would have. You don't know what the fuck he was about to and would have done. He was choked to fucking death. This guy clearly, look, he had him height-wise, weight-wise, and he was obviously trained to be able to do that shit. My brother was a Marine, so Marines got a whole different fighting style that they train in anyway. We train in the Army. We train in combatives. They got their own like little very effective techniques that they're very fucking effective that they use. So he was trained. You choke the fucking bum in crisis to death, and he was held as a hero. He was up there with Trump. Now we got a white fucking nationalist, and this guy came out. I'm speaking to the president and said that the flags will now go to half mast until fucking Sunday.
Are you serious?
Countrywide, flags will go to half mast. Make that shit make sense.
It does. It does.
I already know where you're going. Go ahead, brother.
It does because of the agenda.
That's what I'm saying.
It's been the agenda since Bush.
There you go.
When Bush came out and said the New World Order. I was like, do y'all know what that means?
Yeah.
You know what he's talking about, right?
Yeah.
But the clock has started.
I just feel like, again, they get to be lone gunmen.
Yeah.
But
we just savages.
One nigga was cutting a fool in DC, and they was like, "Oh no, National Guard, Chirac, with y'all YNs need to shut that shit up. Y'all don't know what y'all playing with." But
we didn't get a win. We didn't get a win the other day in Charlotte, though.
That wasn't.
We're gonna touch on that. Yeah. We're gonna touch on that because it ties into dude not allowed to have mental illness, but these dudes, it was just a one-off.
Yeah.
No, motherfuckers is just crazy. But I don't know how long y'all want to keep running on this dude or whatever, because I really want to get into the old boy in North Carolina. Was that North Carolina where he did that?
Yeah, Charlotte.
Yeah. Charlotte.
What y'all got on this, man?
Yeah, we go around the horn, old man.
I agree with Sauce, man. It couldn't have happened to a better person. I have never been a fan of Charlie Kirk.
Okay.
The dude talk a lot of shit, and a lot of these guys are just playing this shit on TV. Like you see Alex Jones. That's one of the things he said. Most of the pundits on the news, that's how they play it, is that they're playing a character.
Yep.
And it sucks for you to get killed playing your character if that's the case here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's he's up there with Biggie and Tupac. White people gonna have him on the living room wall.
Yeah.
I seen it coming. I seen it coming. So all my friends out here hit me up. Oh, you seen it? I was like, nah, I've been working. Was good. Oh man, one of his own got him. Oh, okay. But as long as it wasn't one of us, I was like, we good.
We good.
Of course, the guy again, Sully, the guy's still at large, so it wasn't one of us.
It wasn't one of us.
Or anybody who has melanin.
Who's the old man they arrested?
They said
that was the wrong dude.
Yeah, it was the wrong dude. But here's the other thing too. I think this shit got more to do with his support for Israel than anything, because he got them hardcore motherfuckers just like that was like, why the fuck are you supporting these people?
The OG MAGA.
OG MAGA. Like,
yeah, facts.
You know what I mean?
The dudes who won't let that Epstein shit go away. Those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Right. Because I mean, we finding out that, it's on the net. If you watch like Sabby Sabs, Tim Black, a lot of these other channels, that apparently Israel is spending a lot of money to change the image because of like, it's not just people like they said, it's not just people that disagree with what's going on in Israel. Like their fucking image is taking a huge hit. It's fucking tarnished. So what they're doing is getting with these influencers. Like one motherfucker, Officer Tatum, this motherfucker, Netanyahu was like, you can ask anyone, Christians, they would tell you that Israel is one of the places where they have been the most respected and protected. And he was like, yeah, I'll vouch for that. I was there with the church for 2 weeks, and we only were spit at once by a child. But then an adult came and said that it's not a true representation of who we are. Oh, well, his whole base, which is mainly white folks, because he's one of these Negroes are evil, and I'm the one black good guy. I'm the exception to all of this shit, because that's how all of these Candace Owens and his Anton Thayers, they all come from it. Like, yeah, I'm the exceptional one. I'm better than them, so I'm gonna talk shit, and I'm the one that's gonna correct them, even though everybody was up in arms because Cosby made some legitimate observations, and just his sin was saying that shit out loud. But yeah, man, these guys are taking a hit for supporting Israel, man, and I think that's a lot of what that had to do.
Yeah, man. Either or, whatever the case may be, man, he's no longer.
Listen, you can't walk around talking trash.
You can. You just got to move. You got to move correctly,
and not have a security detail, my guy.
There you go. He did. He just was open air, baby. He did. He started moving because they showed him on Bill Maher podcast or whatever, and he said he kind of foreshadowed what happened. He said that I got to start. I'm moving with security now. But apparently, when you got that open, when you in that forum like that, man, it's open season.
I mean, one time he was on. I watched him on YouTube, and he had the Republican college kids, and they were going, and one brother was like, "I punch you in the mouth." He said, "See, you getting emotional." He said, "Nah, I'm just showing you that I could punch you in the mouth, and everything you say will go on your teeth." And it kind of went to the next segment. At that point. Yeah, brother told him that. At that point, that's when I've been like, I need security.
I can't have nobody that close to me even saying they can touch me.
That was before the election. So I'm like, you still didn't beef up your security since the dude told you gonna punch you in the mouth on TV.
Right. I mean, you got to move. Even academics got security, and he's that little dude, and in the basement. But anyway, yeah, man, y'all want to transition off this dude, man? We didn't give him enough shine.
Let's get it, man.
Hey, man, here in Colombia. I'm in Colombia hearing this crap.
Oh, here we go. Man.
This shit was sad, man.
It's cute.
Charlotte light rail stabbing. Trump demands death penalty for suspect. Let me see if I can find something for you guys.
Death sentence already, right? That's what he calling for. But hell, my man did that with Central Park 5. So
well,
You know, and that wasn't even that was just a rape. You know, even though that's still heinous, and you know, come to find out, no part, you know, none of the guys were involved, but yet he took out an ad before he was knee deep in politics or whatever. He was just doing his Donnie thing back in the day, but he already calling for, you know, that isn't that, you know,
so DOT has a whole
messing
different level.
Messing with the jury pool and all that stuff. When the president calling for death, you know, for death sentence.
Let me just Charlotte, North Carolina video footage released Friday shows the moments leading up to and following the deadly August stabbing of a woman on the Charlotte light rail. WBTV on Friday, September 5th, obtained surveillance footage of a video of a deadly stabbing that happened 2 weeks earlier on the Lynx Blue Line light rail system in Charlotte, North Carolina. You can watch our edit of that video below. At around 9:50 p.m. on August 22nd, a light rail passenger stabbed Iryna Zarutska, 23 years old, several times. Officials said she was stabbed in the throat at least one time. Zarutska was pronounced dead on the light rail. Decarlos Brown Jr., 34, was arrested and charged with first-degree murder in connection with Zarutska's killing. Brown was ordered last week to remain in jail and undergo competency evaluation. WBTV obtained surveillance footage of the deadly August 22nd stabbing. We are choosing not to show the moment of the actual attack, which is, of course, violent and graphic. Okay, so it's just repeating the same shit. They got the footage. We get it.
I watched the footage. It was kind of jacked up.
Yeah, I think, well, I completely agree with you, big bro. What I will say is I think the difference is, while he did jump the gun with the Central Park 5, we know for a fact that the motherfuckers didn't do it. And there was no footage. This incident was a little different because it was the camera that was facing them the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we saw the motherfucker pop the knife and do that to this poor girl. So I think that might be what the difference is.
Due process. That's all. Just due process, no matter what.
That.
Even if we got HD, due process. Go ahead.
I understand that, but I mean, it's kind of hard to expect people to be patient when you can see things for yourself. And this is not a wait till all the facts come out situation. The brother, I ain't even gonna call him the brother, but I guess he had been arrested 16 different times for violent crimes, and they kept letting him out. For whatever reason, they kept letting him out. As I just said, they were, talking about his mental competency. He should have never been out.
Yeah, did you hear his mother's statement?
What was his mother's statement?
She's blaming the city. She was like, I told y'all, he is certified. He's a schizophrenic. And she was like, y'all should have kept him. Y'all kept releasing him. She came out flat out and was just like, yes, that's my son or whatever, but y'all need to take some accountability as well. So, it's like there's only so much I could do with the dude.
That's the problem with North Carolina right now, and it's been a problem for a while. And that's home and record for me. And we deal with this in the fire department. They don't have enough capacity for the mental challenge, and that's what one of the representatives for Charlotte was saying. And the man was saying, like, "Yo, we need more policing. We need more facilities to hold these people because we don't have it." So they let them out sooner than they normally will. And a lot of times we'll go and call them like, yo, why is this cat back in this house? This dude just tried to stab a firefighter the other day. They're like, oh, we got to wait until we get space. And waiting to get space is what got this girl, done up.
Yeah, but his mother came out full stop. Like, look, y'all should have held him. He should have never been let loose because his record, like he's been, out there doing schizo stuff for years, and she was just like, just keep him because I can't do nothing with him at home, even though he's a grown-ass man now. But she still was like, he's breaking the law. He's doing everything up under the sun. He needs help.
And the way that stuff works, he was sitting there probably, and the way that sickness work is, oh, she's talking about you. She's on the phone talking about you. She's saying bad things about you. And that's how that stuff works in her head, man. So, okay, well, I'm going to do something to her. I'm going to stop her from talking. And it's crazy how that stuff grabs a hold of people, man. I'm not making an excuse because this man killed a woman for no reason, but I understand the power of that sickness. So I think the city failed, and then he failed as an individual. But the city failed as well. But the city knew they had this issue. Now, I knew the city had this issue, and everybody knows North Carolina has this issue, but North Carolina.
Damn.
So,
Sauce, go ahead, man. Go a little bit deeper if you want to on this one, man.
Well, Cuddy, what you got first?
No, I tend to believe, with the kill, this is a failure in healthcare, and a lot of times it has been since the 80s. Ever since Reagan shut down all of the mental institutions, we have a problem in America where healthcare doesn't cover mental health. And
Ouch.
People can't afford to take off because mental illness lasts for years, even a lifetime. And they don't want to put those people on disability or have them, institutionalized. It's better. It's more profitable to have these people in prison than it is to treat them for their mental illness. And They just wait until these people commit crimes, or, they create these vagrancy law crimes. And that's it, man. So this played out exactly the way Reagan wanted it to. You close the hospitals, and these people commit crimes, and somebody loses their lives, and one guy goes to jail, and you can make money off the whole situation instead of paying for his treatment.
Because group homes, well, that's what led to these massive amount of group homes. Especially back home. I have, friends who parents that was their family biz was group homes, and they wasn't equipped to deal with these mentally unstable folks. They had line them all up in the hallway and give them they so-called meds. They had all their had them all on food stamps or whatever, and took their as their rent and whatever else in their state check every month. I was like, this is a business, because their family couldn't take care of them. So they shipped them off to a group home. Once they got kicked out of, like you said, they got kicked out of those psych wards. And they got turned loose to the streets. And the family member was like, yeah, you take whatever benefits they got coming to them, you can have them, because they can't be in my house, up at night, 2:00 in the morning, trying to fry some damn chicken, while being outside on the porch. But go ahead, man.
I agree. First of all, I think that one of the biggest mistakes is we don't have any fucking asylums and sanitariums and shit anymore. I understand that some horrible things were happening, but at least there was a place for these people to be, and now they're all out in the open. I mean, I deal with this kind of shit on a weekly basis. We get a call up to one of the units about one of these motherfuckers having a crisis or whatever. And some of these motherfuckers be all the way out there. And I find myself locking eyes with these motherfuckers like, hey, let's see who crazier, motherfucker. I'm about to slam the light off the motherfucker.
That's how you throw your back out. You got to,
we
too old, family. You got to look at weigh the odds. Like,
listen.
He gonna fuck around and bounce back. Me, I'm gonna need 2 weeks off.
Listen, we had one go at my partner. My partner's 6'4", 6'5", something. These motherfuckers, I come to work the next day, they calling me one arm off. I'm like, what the fuck? Did these motherfuckers talk to Tank? They was like, nah, man, we heard you was putting this motherfucker through walls and on floors. I was like, hey, man, you can't go at one of my partners. That being said, man, you can't fuck around with these people. That mental illness is real. But what's also real that I believe is that they don't know how to deal with all of this shit. You know what I mean? Just like, a lot of these motherfuckers saying, I feel like a boy or a girl or who's having issues, and then they suggesting, well, maybe you want to be this. Well, let's just make some money off of them and, mutilate them and give them this. All right. All that being said, he had some issues, and his mom has a point, and King Sully knows more about this than us. Yeah, the city failed. They failed this young lady or whatever, and yes, she did escape war-torn Ukraine to get here at 23 years old to have this shit happen. But I still feel that this motherfucker deserves whatever hell is coming his way, because I feel like if this was 23-year-old Tanisha Washington, beautiful young sister, got her whole life ahead of her, and one of them snapped, because it happened up here. It happened, I want to say, on the BART. You know, this cat was on a fucking BART with a sword, white dude, and he killed some black girl. Nobody gave a fuck about mental illness. And you know, hey, he deserved whatever hell he got. So I think this dude, whatever hell is coming his way, he deserves that shit. This young girl was just coming home from work. She didn't deserve that. And that's my take on it, man. I do not feel bad for him.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to feel bad for him, but my thing is when you have the heavyweights weighing in already, but he didn't weigh in on that shit that happened in Idaho. That dude who went in and killed all that dude got a plea deal.
I agree with you 100% on that. And let me
what I'm saying. Just keep your fucking mouth shut until let him go to trial and do what he need to do or whatever. The videos speaks for itself. You don't have to weigh in on it because that's a what's that? Fucking with the jury. That's prejudice.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead.
Well, let me clarify. I didn't mean to imply that that's what you guys were saying. I don't want anybody to think that because I understand how that sounded. I want to be clear. I don't want anybody to think that anybody up here is implying that this guy deserves any sympathy. And I agree with what you're saying. That's prejudice in the jury. You know, I think homie got a lot of shit he trying to keep people's attention off of.
Yes,
namely them Epstein files. You know what I'm saying? I really think that a lot of this is him trying to draw attention away from that shit because he's like, oh, it's old. Then it went from this being some old shit to this just being, you know, a Democrat conspiracy. No, brother, somebody was taking underage girls to islands and letting old perverts have their way with them. But yeah, I think money deserves a special kind of hell. But I will say I'm seeing a lot of people on the internet using that to paint all of us with a broad brush. If you sag your pants, if you wear this, hey man, look, most brothers ain't walking around like that, man. We hardworking people. So y'all can cut that shit out because I'm just gonna say this. Just because y'all got the motherfucking tattoos and every rifle that y'all can buy, 100 rifles, y'all motherfuckers, people didn't stop making guns when they made y'all's.
That's what I was about to say. So look here. If they want to keep score, as what's going on, you know, from this year, we just had the school shooter.
Yeah,
that little trans old boy who just got killed today.
Yeah.
What else happened? Some other old girl. Never mind. But yes.
Let's not use broad.
Let's not do that.
It's
trying to
unnecessary.
stereotype everybody and be like, oh, you see that one? Like that one compared to y'all 6.
Yeah, because again, y'all get to be the lone fucking gunman. Let's not do that and let's not issue threats because, you know, ain't nobody gonna sit there and let motherfuckers do anything to them. And I'm gonna leave the shit like that. You know, I'm not issuing no threats, but I'm just seeing this. Oh, you know, this is war. Shut the fuck up.
No, I think this is the time that we were supposed to allow mental illness to be an excuse for a crime. Just so the media doesn't portray every black person, you know, as a fucking heathen,
savage,
and savage. I mean, if this is a case of mental illness, then let it be that, you know.
But they won't.
It's not one of those things where
they won't let it. They won't let it go, man. That's just it. They already said, even though dude's mom came out and was like, he's certified, he is schizophrenic. It's on the record. He's been locked up for this.
Yeah.
They just keep letting him out. And that still ain't enough. They're gonna be like, oh, you know, the records lie. He was just, you know, all he had was a little ADHD.
Yeah.
That's all. Like, no, he was schizo.
Cuddy, they've been on it today. I was looking at the comments, I was listening to videos, and it's like, oh, this is a hate crime against white people. This is instead of just like, this one individual was a sick bastard. Yes. Instead of just saying like, hey,
we all fucked.
Regardless of how we felt about Charlie Kirk, this one individual, you know what I'm saying, was sick. We ain't, you know, all these snipers and all these mass shooters, just because they happen to be white, this ain't indicative of all white people. I believe that shit. It just so happened, motherfucker just so happened to be white.
We don't get that grace. We will never get that grace.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's about grace. Like, they're not gonna let that. I think the motherfucker was certified. I think they needed to take this this hanger or this screwdriver and put it up that nostril and tap a few times, but it's still not going to change what he did.
Right. What's up, Sully?
Yeah, trying to say, asking grace from people that historically has never understood grace.
There you go.
I understand why y'all even.
Hey, Sully, I said they're never going to give it to. I understand it completely.
Because they can't. They don't understand it.
No. Trust me. That's why I was putting it out there. You know, so we go around about that. We could use that word or whatever, but it doesn't apply to us. Was the whole point? It will never apply to us. We never get that kind of treatment. So
they better buckle up. Because they ain't ready for what they're asking for. They better buckle up.
Why you think the masses are saying, you know what? We're not marching no more. Stand down. Yeah. Pretty much let this shit burn down and let them motherfuckers
do. They're gonna burn their own shit down.
Sit down. That's it. You know, once they, get through doing all these fucking, the tariffs and all this other shit come down, y'all go ahead and handle that. We taking this one off. We ain't getting involved in y'all bullshit. And that's what they want. They want to stir the pot and try to get everybody or get folks of color in an uproar and all this other shit. Like,
our fight this go around. We're gonna sit back.
Nah, we good. We're good. We're gonna take this one off. We'll catch y'all in 2026. All right. See what that looks like. All right, old man. What you got, fam?
Oh, I'm done, man.
Okay.
I'm done.
Hit the button.
Yeah, I really think old boy needs some leniency. Needs to be treated like a guy with a mental illness. Those people don't get put to death.
But you can't when you got somebody with the bullhorn. Already giving out orders. That's all.
I don't.
They hoping it wasn't a white man that did the shooting today. They hoping like hell. They're like
he got away, Sully. So he got away. He mixed in. He mixed in with the crowd because he's still at large. So it wasn't
a whole lot of exactly drops in the crowd. So
wasn't a lot of melanated people there. So but
was it Utah?
Yeah, if you can, man, check that video out, man. It is damn. Damn. Yeah, go ahead, man. That shit was fucked up. Yeah, I'm not even up on this one. Sauce, take the lead, fam.
Missing Maryland 19-year-old girl confirmed dead. Let me get a little article so I can give y'all some backstory, man. Because this one, man, and I might piss some people off. Let me see something.
The fact that he's in the vest, this man works construction.
All right, let me see something. Let me do this. Let me do this one right here, man. The man accused of killing 19-year-old Dacara Thompson will remain behind bars after appearing in court Monday. Thompson was reported missing on August 23rd and wasn't found until nearly 2 weeks later, when her body was discovered in Anne Arundel County. Authorities say she was killed in a Bowie home, and her body was later discarded off at a Route 50 bridge, roughly 7 miles away. The suspect, 35-year-old Hugo Hernandez-Mendez, who U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement officials say is living in the country illegally, now faces first and second degree murder charges. Surveillance video helped identify Hernandez-Mendez as a suspect. According to court documents, Thompson was seen on a video early on August 23rd approaching the driver's side of a black GMC Yukon Denali. She appeared to speak with him briefly before getting into the front passenger seat. The SUV was later tracked to his Cambridge Drive residence in Bowie. Police have not said why they think Thompson approached the vehicle or what the motive may have been. Her father told investigators she had texted that she was going to get gas. The family reported her missing the next day. What they're saying, Maryland police discovered Thompson's body while responding to a disabled vehicle along Route 50. An autopsy revealed skull and facial fractures, and investigators found blood evidence in both the suspect's bedroom and the SUV, according to the unredacted charging documents obtained by the Washington Post. Thompson was a recent graduate of St. Charles High School and worked for nonprofit Prince George's County. Officials say Hernandez-Mendez had previously been arrested by U.S. Park Police for DUI but was released A federal detainer has been logged against him. He told police he had been at Galaxy nightclub in Hyattsville the night Thompson was last seen, just across the street from where she entered his vehicle.
Damn.
So there's a couple little things about this. Her phone was destroyed. That's number one. That was the key thing that they were looking for, was her phone. And the young lady told her dad she was going out to get gas, right? And there was surveillance footage of it. She had a nice brand new car, or I think it was brand new. She parked the car, gets up, gets out, walks to the driver's side, has a conversation with this dude for what nobody knows what the conversation was. Then she gets in the passenger seat with him.
Okay. What you thinking?
I'm gonna be the bad guy. So
yeah, because I would say, man,
hey, man, my antennas is up. My antennas is up, man. I'm gonna see what you. See what you broadcasting. You know, my antennas is up.
I think it was two failures here, but I'm gonna say this. Beautiful girl, and if you see, she knew it. You know, you look, they got photos of her, little videos of her. She knew it. Everybody right now is saying we don't know for a fact what was going on. We don't know exactly what the evidence was. But my thing is, if she lived with her dad, if it was a flat tire, if it was a vehicle malfunction or something like that, I'm pretty sure she would have texted Pops. Why would a 19-year-old girl go to the driver's side window, talk to somebody, and then get in the car? It sounds like a negotiation for something to me.
They call those certain folks who look like that walking ATMs.
There you go.
Okay, so we talking about dudes who deal in cash.
There you go.
And she got in on her own free will on the passenger side.
Yes.
After she parked her new whip. Right? Yes. And like you pointed out perfectly about, she let her dad know, I'm going to get gas. You were going to get something else. It wasn't gas.
Right.
Your shit was parked.
Because he was
like, I don't. So, like I said, they don't pass the sniff test, and you know sometimes you put yourself in these situations, and shit like that will easily pop off. That's all.
All right. What you got, King?
I didn't know the situation. Go ahead. Like I said, I didn't know. I wasn't up on this story, so thank you for that. Go ahead.
So what you got, King Sully? Because I'm gonna add a little more.
I'm on the same trick with you, man, and got in there and. She wasn't down with it. My man was ready. She wasn't ready. He's like, nah, this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing led to another.
He was on his Denzel. I'm gonna leave here with something. So yeah.
So as the story unfolded, Cuddy, what you got?
It's very unfortunate, especially for this young girl. That kind of happens in that
line
in
of
those
work
situations.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that line of work, man, because a lot of people just want to focus on this girl being. They want to start off by saying this girl was prostituting, and then that leads into this type of shit happens to prostitutes. And then she had it coming because she was a prostitute. I don't think so. I just think that you can't put yourself in these kinds of situations and expect to be safe at all times. It's fucking terrible, man.
So
fucking terrible.
As the story unfolded, man, come to find out that there was a second arrest made. In the home, he lived with, I want to say, a cousin and his wife. A bunch of people lived in there. And one of the guys reported what he heard to be, first of all, he's from Guatemala. And, people are pointing out how over in Guatemala, they have high cases of femicide, where women are murdered regularly. And so I guess the cousin was saying that, he heard his cousin in a room having sex with somebody who didn't sound too excited to be having sex with him. The second arrest was made because there was blood, fingernails, and everything found in another guy's room. The wife, she was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry for everything that's going on." Well, come to find out that everybody in the house heard this interaction, and nobody wanted to say anything because, of course, everybody in the fucking house was illegal, so nobody wanted to call the police. They found fingernails, they found blood, and then some people are starting to question if my man is a box of Special K cereal. If you get my drift, because they
Yeah.
found multiple women's lingerie and panties in his room, the Hugo gentleman. So this is my take on it, because I'm gonna go down this road. I'm gonna be the bad guy, and I'm gonna start off by saying, because I know a young girl that got herself involved in this type of thing, and it broke my heart because you would have to know her backstory of wanting to be with her mom so bad, but it was her grandmother that was raising her. I don't give a fuck what she was doing. She
Right.
did not deserve this
Heinous
horrible.
crime. No.
Yeah, she did not deserve this. Um, you know, at the end of the day, the um, the onus and the fault lies on the shoulders of Mendez Hugo, who decided that he was going to snuff this young girl's life out for whatever reason. She wasn't excited. He didn't want to pay, and she started,
Yeah.
whatever. But I am gonna say this: while I don't think she deserved it, or I do feel like these are the conversations that we need to have with our young daughters, because all of this shit about, oh well, we can't say that because we blaming the victim. I think we creating more victims. I think
Indeed.
I think we need to think tactically about our daughters, our sons and daughters, because people take advantage of the boys too, and we need to take preemptive measures by saying, hey, maybe we don't want to be out at this time by ourselves, and if we are, we need to get what we gonna get and come home. Maybe we should say, hey, Dad, can you come with me? Or what I felt should have happened was Dad should have went and got the gas if she
Yeah, I
needed
wonder
that.
if mama, because mothers pick up on daughters' BS.
There you go.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Pops, we can't really do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a victim of that. Like, I'm not a victim, but I could tell you, like, sometimes my daughter runs circles around me. Is the
Right.
mama be like, nah, she's BSing you. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder if she would have been like, yeah, mom, gonna get girl, if you don't get your ass at the house,
So here's the
right?
thing: she lived with the dad.
That's what I'm saying.
See what
Yeah,
I'm
that was
saying?
Sully's dad. That was Sully's whole point. Like,
Yeah.
he looked like, oh, you about to go handle your business? All right, cool.
Yeah,
I'll be
cool.
here. Be here watching
Mama,
that SVU.
But
I'm
you,
chilling.
but you gentlemen know what my issue is with that. And here's the other problem before I finish my earlier statement. I got a problem with the dad, and I'm not blaming him. But me, I learned this as a young man from older heads. My wife don't go out the house late for a motherfucking thing. Not without me. I better
yeah,
be sick and can't move. If she need gas, or if she, like, my wife got an electric vehicle. Before, when she had a gas operated vehicle, I went and filled the car up at night, or I went with her. Now, unless like tonight she gets off late, unless it's her stopping on the way, and usually I'll get in my car and go meet her at the fucking charging station, because I told you, gentlemen, man, my wife went to the hardware store without me one day, and she called me and was like, she had recorded this video. This was during the first Trump run, man. This white dude had put his attention on her, and he had some things to say. And I thought that every motherfucking man in there was a hoe, because my wife was like, well, wait a fucking minute. And I'm like, baby, you should have called me earlier. But that was my fault because I didn't go with her. Now it's like she know, like, come on, because I know you're not about to let me go by myself. We're talking about a 19-year-old beautiful girl out here, man. And you got people, if they ain't snatching them up, they at least trying to shoot at them to get them to walk, put 10 toes down. So I felt like Dad should have been out there. But I think we need to have these conversations about not putting ourselves in certain positions, because yeah, you got every right to dress how you want to, go where you want to, whenever you want to. And you shouldn't be harmed by any means, but that doesn't mean there aren't demons out there that are in fact going to try to harm you. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fucking world that we live in, man. It's some sick fucking people out there. We got a young girl just coming home from work, and this motherfucking demon stabs her. We got a young girl who was doing whatever, and you know, she found herself in a fucking real life horror movie, man. And you know, I feel for these parents, man, you know, because white, black, or whatever, man, they had the right to their life. They had the right to their natural life, or if a massive heart attack was waiting on them, that's what they had the right to, not somebody taking their life away from them unjustly, man. And I just think we need to have these conversations, man. And that's my piece.
All right. Oh, man, get us out of here.
Yeah, it's long. Get that long-winded nigga out of here.
Florida man. This shit about to, we laughing, but this shit about to fuck everybody up.
Yep.
Oh, they put the bro in the
Yeah, they put him up front. You see
ahead,
the
King
Florida
Sully.
man behind him in the photo.
That's who really doing this. But
They
this
got to
cat,
put the face up there, you know.
this cat let himself be the hoe. Go ahead, King Sully.
so embarrassing.
And they told
He
him
already
you
know.
he need
He
to get
already
his
know.
lips.
He already know. He's
get his
like,
lips
yo,
fixed, man.
I just hope this pays off down the road. I get me
Yeah.
a yacht out of this or something. Because I'm gonna lose all my friends.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it is a little bit of study that says, you know, that some vaccinations cause problem with some people. Everything has side effect that we put in our body that's unnormal. When I say unnormal, I mean if we take something, every vaccine comes from the earth. We just manipulate it, right? We manipulate everything in the factory in the lab. So it's gonna have some type of effect on you. Some get affected, some don't, but the percentage is very low. But those that don't have it, the percentage is very high for the deaths. So you outweigh, just like anything else, it's a risk assessment.
Yes.
Okay, I'd rather a few kids be a little dumb. Hate to say it, a few kids be a little dumb versus 100 dead. You know what I'm saying? They already probably gonna be dumb anyway. So what's the problem?
Look, man, we shouldn't be talking about smallpox in 2025.
Bro, I learned about that in 7th grade.
You know, I'm just saying, I'm talking about cases. You know, and
Exactly.
now you got motherfuckers who don't want to, you know,
And it popped up in
get your
Florida.
kids
In the
vaccinated.
same county that my daughter goes to school in. They were popping up when the first week of school happened. I'm like, that's that bullshit.
Yeah.
And here this cat go.
And they said
No
all
All.
statewide. Nothing. You ain't got to have no forms, none of that shit. That motherfucker come
Man,
in
kids
with
be
all
coming
kind of
through
green
drooling,
shit coming out of his
foaming at the
nose,
mouth.
his ears, all kind of shit. That don't forget Saul's little wingworm. You get a pass now.
With a shiny spot.
Oh man.
Yeah, you ain't vaccinated. You get to come in, you know, been laying around in this piss. You know,
Somebody tried to argue with me and tell me that shiny spot wasn't motherfucking ringworm.
Hey, bro,
tell them to touch it.
That's exactly what it is.
Tell them go ahead and touch it.
Remember
go ahead, rub your elbow on it. Go ahead, touch it.
Remember
what happens.
Remember going to school? You had one friend had that fresh ass haircut, them 2 shiny spots.
Hell yeah, that big old ashy ring. Yeah, that little powder donut on their head or on their cheek. Oh man, I ran with some dirty kids on their neck. Was that a hickey? Nah, that's wingworm.
Hey, where you get your haircut
Dirty
at? Because I ain't going there.
Yeah, because they can't use everybody in the house using the same clippers.
I don't understand the mindset, man. I just don't. What's the point of having science?
Right.
Well,
you know,
back in the day, scientists fought the church to say, "Hey, listen, we get it. You believe in God, cool, but God gave me the mind to make this, so we're gonna use it." Now we flipping it back. Well, then again, history repeats itself. So this is the problem.
Yeah, they're gonna tell them, you know, oh, your kid's sick, go put them outside in the sun. You know, like a fucking.
There's no healthcare. They're cutting the healthcare up.
Put them outside like a solar panel. They'll get fixed.
I mean, you know, I can look at a kid and I can tell they're sick. I'm like, oh, this the worm talking.
I feel bad for the teachers because they get in that situation. Like, look, I didn't sign up for this shit.
Yep.
You know, now I got to take this shit home to my damn family. You know, that one kid who keep asking the same goddamn question. You know, he's stuck on stupid because, you know, he ain't get that jab.
Because some stuff like TV and stuff, man, that stuff is. I mean, plenty of times I've been exposed and put in quarantine for stuff, and as a firefighter, you're just scared. You can't go home. You're in a hotel. You don't know what's going on. And the fact that now my kid in Florida can go to school and be around anyone and don't know what's there.
Yep.
That's mind-boggling.
You saw
Allstate
measles
cards,
made a resurgence because of this shit. You know,
Yeah.
it's just, I don't know, man. It's interesting to me that adults are willing to play with their children's lives because they want to make political points. You know what I'm saying?
But,
And
it used to be we'll play a character and then we'll get back. There were some adults in the room. Like, okay, yeah, we were just playing. When the lights and cameras is on. But in real life, like you got motherfuckers who used to beef to the fullest. But then you come to find out these dudes used to have dinner together. They used to break bread. They used to go bowling, all kind of shit. It was that we didn't have the internet back then. But motherfuckers like, man, we did that. We were making money. You know what I'm saying? We was just hustling. We knew what it was. It wasn't no real beef. Beef was on the table.
Because like here in Colombia, vaccination is not that big, but the women breastfeed. So they're getting
natural
right over time. Where, I mean, they're popping, they're popping a bottle in the mouth off the gate. So they're not getting
Similac babies.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so we need all that shit. Oh, man, please chime in on this, man. What's your thoughts of, because it's starting in Florida. Who knows who else want to puff their chest out and say, you know what, my state too. Yeah.
No, I think it's a good thing. I think they need to end the mandates. I think if you're American, you should be able to have some freedom to say, I don't want this shit.
Now, should you be able to go to school
in a lot of public
place?
What's that?
Should you be able to go to school in a public place?
I think if you mandate someone to go to public school and mandate them to have a vaccination, I think that's wrong. If you're
okay,
it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. I think if there is punishment for you not going to school, so they're forcing you to get a vaccine. And a lot of times with these vaccines, what they did over the last, 30, 40 years was, they claimed that there were no side effects.
We know that's
and he lied to us.
Right.
They lied to us. There are multiple government studies that show mercury as a contaminant. We saw contaminants in vaccines going back, look at the smallpox eradication. We saw that HIV was a contaminant in those vaccines.
Yeah. That was crazy.
So I think you ought to have the freedom to choose whether or not you get vaccinated. And a lot of people say, it's a danger to public health. But when was the last time that you had your antibodies checked for MMR? Vaccines only last so long. Now we're pushing 50. I haven't had an MMR vaccination since. Well, no, that's not true. I get them regularly, but most people don't.
But your body learns from it. That's the point of vaccination, is to have the host introduced with it. So then your body learns it and makes the antidotes for it, the antibodies for it. So then
that's true. But the antibodies only last, that memory only lasts so long. Like for smallpox, it's 18 years. Mm-hmm. And I've been vaccinated for smallpox. And probably everyone but Ed has probably been vaccinated for smallpox. But my vaccination for smallpox, it's probably time to get it done again. But most people haven't been. They stopped vaccinating for smallpox in the United States.
I didn't get vaccinated, so I lost my job as a fucking flight medic because I wasn't going to get vaccinated. But I'm a grown man, and I was already out of school.
I listen. I feel like there should be something, especially for the children, man. They were just talking about COVID vaccine actually saved something like 20 million people. Again, we got this resurgence of measles, and you can have your freedoms without jeopardizing other people's health. That's the way I feel about it. You said, that the antibodies don't last long. Shit, 18 years is enough time for a motherfucker to go from a baby to, a young adult. That's a long time. You know what I mean?
But let's say you're a young adult and you're picking your child up from a school. Mm-hmm. You're being exposed to measles, mumps, or rubella, as an unvaccinated adult. So
But
the
ideal is if the kids are vaccinated, then you're not being exposed. Ideally, but I get what you're saying. So for me, especially living in a country where you pay for kids to go to school, and women have to sell their body for the kids to get an education, right? Damn. In most cases. So
that Forrest Gump
the ideal that Americans have of this privilege, I can do what I want, BS, drives me nuts. Okay, if you want free education, then you're gonna take this shot. If you don't want the free education, you take your ass at home, pay for the online courses, and take your stuff at home. That's cool. Right. That's cool because right now in-school courses is not mandated. We're thinking about sending my daughter over here, and she's gonna homeschool from the States here. So she doesn't want to get it, but she won't be in school risking other people to get sick. So if you want to be in a public environment in school and a close coughing on everybody, then get the shot. If you don't, cool. I'm not going to force you to go to school. But then again, the education system is being shut down as well. So the mandate for education is going to disappear as well.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation. God dang. All right, man, get ashy lips off here, man.
Yeah, this cat.
That's what they're talking about. They was like, bro, you need to get them lips vaccinated.
I agree with you. If you're gonna force them to go to school, you can't force them to. So then again, you say, okay, well, if you want to go to school, you take it. If you don't, we're not gonna put your parent in jail if you're not going to school because you get a shot. Here's your alternative. Here's your home packet. Go about your business.
Yeah. Public safety, damn it.
Listen. Yeah, if you want to get vaccinated, you want to protect yourself, then fine. If you're vaccinated and there's an outbreak, you're fine. Don't mandate everybody to get vaccinated.
They just might need to come help you and give you blood or package you up or anything. Because I'm like,
make sure, like, hey, when you go to donate blood, be like, did you get vaccinated? No, we don't want that dirty blood. Yeah, but even though it's fucked up with the vaccine, that's a whole nother, like I said, that's a whole nother story. Go ahead, old man.
Let's see. Oh, this was nuts.
Hilarious.
As I stated in the what you call it, man. How'd I word that? Old Druski, was it too funny or was it too much? Because now you got that one comedian or that one YouTube dude or whatever. He's a comedian too. That dude Theo. On trying to flip the script, talk about why would he do that? Making fun of white folks in the NASCAR realm. He's like, I feel a Jerry curl coming on. And they were like, dude, come on, man. There's no such thing as whiteface. There's a thing of blackface, but there's no such thing as whiteface. Like, come on now. He pulled a funny. Nobody said nothing about Chappelle when he did his what was his name? Chuck Taylor. Go ahead.
Well, I heard somebody say it, and they said it the best way possible, which is that these people are looking for any reason to scream racism against whites. They don't want to talk about slavery, Jim Crow, blockbusting, redlining, all of these things that targeted black people. But if you walking down the street and you accidentally step on your motherfucker's lawn and he white, that's anti-white lawn. You know what I'm saying? And again, nobody had a problem when Robert Downey Jr. did one of the most funniest goddamn characters.
If he could pull that off again, so be it, because that was so fucking real and funny.
I will watch a whole goddamn movie with Sergeant Osiris.
That was fucking amazing the way he pulled that off. He's the only one who could do that. If you can't pull that off, then don't do it.
Did you see the special features of this motherfucker? Yeah, take some little baby snack bags. Look, here's Cheetos right here. I'm gay. What the fuck did you just say? I don't give a fuck what if Robert Downey can do that and we laugh at this shit. Yes. I don't want to hear a motherfucking thing about Druski, man. That motherfuckers is just crying wolf. They just want to say so bad that the blacks is racist. But again, man, we ain't got no black organization like the Ku Klux Klan, the neo-Nazis that went around terrorizing whites and hanging whites. I mean, for goddamn sake, there is pictures of town hall meetings with two black people hanging in the back, and and a town full of white people, including kids, just standing there. There is no reverse of that shit. What he did was fucking hilarious, man.
And the fact that he has sunburn.
Yeah. Oh man, that's what I was pointing out.
Whoever did that makeup, he has. Because first when I seen, I didn't look at the name. I was like, "Who the fuck is?" Oh my, this motherfucker took it there. Oh my, he took it there. He went all in. That you know how much that shit had to cost him?
Man, look,
that shit was. Yeah, that was nicely executed by Mr. Druski, man. Shout out to him for that. That was hilarious.
If liquor don't kill us, pussy must.
And he went to NASCAR.
I loved it.
He went to the epicenter.
I love how accurate it was. I mean, because everybody here has had an interaction with a dude that looked like that.
Yes, sir.
Told you, ask you where you're going. You better find something safe to do, and then spit on the ground when you talk to him.
Joe Dirt. We all know a Joe Dirt.
We all know Joe Dirt.
I was a Greensboro fireman in North Carolina. Okay.
Say less. Say less.
Say
less, sir. Yes, sir.
Say motherfucking less.
Yeah, when I saw Druski with full mullet and sunburn and just he went in. Like I said, Chappelle and his Chuck Taylor and that fucked up wig and all that shit, all he did was just the face and the hands. But Druski went in, he had a fucking overalls, the whole kit.
Did you see the white guy that came on? He said, "Man, he looked like somebody familiar," and he looked exactly like Drew. He said, "God damn, he even got the titties."
That's what make it so epic, man. Because he really ruffled some feathers, man. He got some their feelings, and it was like, just a little distraction. We need shit like this in this time, and we need distractions like that.
Yeah,
I thought it was cool. And they was like, man, Druski gonna catch hell for this one. No, he ain't, because it's gonna be some fuck shit that's gonna happen. That's gonna, bury it, just like this shooting that just happened. Ain't nobody talking about Druski no more, man. So we need that. We need that little downtime of the funny, And I appreciate him for doing that shit. That was fucking hilarious. And before we get out of here, fellas, I need to ask y'all, since I won't see y'all until afterwards. What are y'all predictions on Saturday for the fight?
Oh man, you know me, man. I got blood all the way, baby.
Man, I was just watching the Hype documentary.
Okay, yeah. It's Saturday. Netflix, folks.
At 9,
Allegiant Stadium. It's on Netflix, man. You got Saudi backing this, man. We got the Middle East folks putting up that money.
Love a good fight.
I got Bud by TKO, baby.
All right, okay.
I got Bud by. I just need to know where to bet, because I want to throw 100 on it. Like that's some money.
Get on one of those sports books, man.
Do the same. I'm gonna do pesos though. I ain't gonna do dollars.
Hey, I got Bud, man. You can't listen. I'm sorry, man. Bud got too much of a dog in him. And everybody that like, he ain't got the weight, man. Bud be out there wrestling motherfuckers bigger than him, slamming the shit out of them.
Yeah,
that cat built different.
Yeah, this ain't wrestling.
I get it, but the contact is a little bit more pressure.
The mindset.
They made fun of Crawford because he came in and it was, like the not necessarily the weigh-in or whatever, but just an update. And they showed his physique or whatever. They was like, bro, I thought you're supposed to be training. I thought you're supposed to be bulking up. Certain folks.
He's in the Ryan four-wheelers, man. I watched the documentary.
Yeah, certain cats can't get that kind of weight up. They're jumping up you're jumping up 2 weight classes. Canelo swelled up when he fought Mayweather. He swelled up 15 pounds overnight. You see, there's a difference.
Cow meat.
There's a difference, man. When somebody could get swole like that,
and do it,
and he could be a light heavyweight, easy. Canelo could easily be a light heavyweight, but I love him. That's my dog. I go to but he didn't have to take this fucking fight. It looked desperate, and it's like, bro, you're a multimillionaire living in Omaha. What is your overhead, bro? You good?
Bud, get your paper. I'm with you, baby.
Hey,
we're gonna prove
when you're a fighter, man. That's what you do. Is you fight.
Yeah, you fight, but you don't jump 2 fucking weight classes at the end of your tenure. You're good.
And this Roy do that stuff. They all do. And then Roy Jones did that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that, but he took
It's
L's.
for the money. It's for the money.
Yeah,
so
he
they
took
can.
L's. My thing is, don't fuck up your legacy.
He was heavyweight champion.
He was, but then he had to lean back.
Well, yeah. Everybody gets lean back.
most do, but
no one walks away good. Everyone
like,
walks away with a lump.
Yeah, but not the Mayweather, not Crawford, because Crawford is right there. He's right there. He's undefeated. He's the fucking boogeyman.
War tank.
Motherfuckers need to come up to where he's at or come down to where he's at. That's what I hate, him having to chase at this stage. And it's like, it's a disrespect thing for me. Like, you don't have to chase. You got the better record. You know,
yeah,
I mean,
but get your money though.
Didn't Durant do this too? Roberto Durant? I mean, jump multiple weight classes and become champion in multiple weight classes. They
didn't see the purses that they get now. They didn't get the money. They had to fucking do that shit, bro. Seriously, they had to do that. Now, you know, Floyd and fucking Tyson fighting in January or next year.
I saw that. That can't be real.
They're getting a check. They're getting a check. This is the shit Bud need to be on. Do the goofy shit and get like 10 mil and get the fuck going with your perfect record intact, like Floyd is doing. Yeah, I fight Mike Tyson. We just dance around and then we're gonna go have dinner. And we're gonna walk away with about 20 each. Easy. And mind you,
I don't understand how they still make that much and everybody knows BS.
Promotion, just like the fucking just like wrestling. That's all it is, just like wrestling.
Mm.
And you got the Saudis backing this. The shit's on Netflix. You know how much money that shit is?
Yeah.
That they're not, charging pay-per-view for this fight. And they putting this one on Netflix. Shit, put that Floyd shit on Netflix. Not this fight. I was willing to pay that $100 for HD for Bud. Then my girl was like, hey, that's on Netflix, right? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey man, we're gonna see, man.
I can't
good
call
thing
it
for Netflix, man.
Oh, definitely. They trying to, I think it's their second fight that they did. Major fight. So they definitely about to change the game.
Now. And Netflix is about to be.
Oh yeah, about to eliminate this whole pay-per-view shit because I'm pretty sure that Canelo and Bud already got their checks. Because this is Saudi money.
Yeah, they had two episode documentary already. So
it's on Netflix, right?
Yes, sir. Saturdays.
Well, I don't watch
our time, family.
It was about to come up, and I watched the documentaries before. That's how I get hyped and pick my guy.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we'll see. Everybody got a plan until like Mike Tyson 1-on-1. Everybody has a plan until they get hit in the face. So we'll see how this shit play out, man.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
Gentlemen, thank you again for another great episode. Sully, always a pleasure. Great seeing you again, man.
Sorry, guys. I've been in the studio, man. My audio book is dropping. I got some spoken word about to start dropping. Do one a week.
Send it to the link. Send it to the link. Let us know, fam. Send us to the link.
No, it's not for kids.
Bro, let me hear a couple episodes. Off the fucking hook, man.
It's real life. It's real story. Wait till I do my Saudi series.
Okay. Pussy, 1 pussy, 2 pussy, 3 pussies.
Them Saudi stories are gonna be nuts.
Me climbing walls and stuff.
Hey, man,
hiding from the Calico police.
You found a lane. You found a lane running that motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, man, we don't.
My mom was
get to live.
I was like,
we get to live vicariously through our brothers who like to travel. out that knapsack. So definitely, man, put us on. Let us get some of that, man.
All right, man.
All right, gentlemen.
I'll
get it with y'all, man. Like I said, we could text during the fight or whatever. Don't fucking call me. Text me because I'm gonna end up breaking that fucking phone. That's my time. Like I said, text me or whatever, but don't fucking call me because I ain't.
I'm putting the projector up and getting wings, baby. I ain't calling nobody. My brother gonna be in that shit, man. We're gonna get the fire wings going in.
They don't call me. I'll be laid up here with 2.
Hey,
once I found it was on Netflix, I was like, I ain't leaving the house. Too easy to show you both of y'all coming.
Must be nice, boy. Must be nice.
I thought I was saying something. I got my laser projectors away.
I'm laying on one. She gonna have the left side, and she gonna have the right side.
Right.
They both can cook. I can't wait.
Right.
Hey, please, he had to throw that shit in there too. Like both of them. Shit, one gonna do breakfast, the other one gonna do brunch, and then I get another one for dessert.
About a year from now, I'm telling y'all.
ladies, don't touch this dick until after the fight.
Oh, he in Colombia, man. These chicks know how to act.
Yes, they do. Yes,
they don't stand in front of the TV and they won't talk during the fucking fight.
Word.
That's Mr. Time. That's Mr. Time. Don't touch him. Don't interrupt him. Make sure his drinks stay filled.
The sex gonna be real good.
If you're ready when it's time, though, better have your gator and your stretches in.
Nice. All right, gents. Peace.
Peace.
Gotta bitch you a Gatorade gum.
Hey, hold on for a second. Let me go take a real quick piss.
Yeah. Just by the way.
Cut it.
What's up, man? Hey, man, ain't nothing, man. I'm good, man. My foot killing me, man. I got some plantar fasciitis in that motherfucker, man. You know.
What the fuck is that? Where the tendons
tighten up like a motherfucker?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You want to hit the record button? Take it off. Yeah, man. That shit killing me, man. But I'm good, man. Just working so I can get this money for this trip.